freelancer, do you want to tell us a little bit about, like, I don't have much experience with it. Kim is the one who gets our contracts and sort of goes out and meets with clients. What are your tips for people? Say there's new people in the industry who are wanting to go freelance and they're just not sure how to get that next contract. I see that you work on a lot of different things. So what's your process for doing that, and how do you get that next job?
A few things. Hopefully I don't forget anything important.
It's
So
okay, we'll keep asking.
basic thing is, for the love of God, update your LinkedIn.
Yeah. Okay.
This is something that so many freelancers don't do. For example, they may have something on their LinkedIn that's their, say, limited company in the UK, and they have obviously 5 or 7 years of experience working on that company, sort of creating learning design solutions, whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what it is. Nobody wants to find your portfolio and click on these links. Just list the things that you're doing. If you can, link to examples, link to maybe even websites of the companies that you're working with. You cannot showcase the actual work. Another thing that's quite useful is, if you can, get involved in some public-facing work that you can actually showcase in your portfolio, because one of the biggest problems is that people don't want to showcase the work that's under NDA. And I personally had been quite fortunate to have been involved with things that I can show people and I can use can do a walkthrough and explain my thinking with, guilt-free.
Yeah.
So that's it. LinkedIn is the basis of it all. This is how people find you. Just optimize the keywords. So that's that. Another thing, connect with the recruiters in your industry. This is something that surprises me a lot when there are people who do not know who the main recruitment agencies are in their industry.
Yeah.
So that's that. So these are the basics. And then, in my experience, I started out, I relied on recruiters a lot. They gave me my probably free contracts, I want to say, or two. Free contracts. But after that, you need to look, when you start freelancing, you need to shift your mindset a bit. You shouldn't perceive yourself as a temp employee who's higher paid. You should perceive yourself as a one-person business, and this is how you should work it. You go to events. You obviously don't pitch yourself completely like, I'm a designer, hire me, here's my card at eLearning Tech. But it's about creating these relationships. It's about finding the key people on LinkedIn who are decision makers who you need to meet. So being strategic, you have everything. Can you imagine how much information we have on LinkedIn? You can find everybody who's doing anything in your industry.
Yeah.
You can find people who are in the positions that you want to be in.
Yeah.
You can find me and connect with me and ask me about how I got things. You can find somebody who's senior who can hire you. I mean, it's just work it.
Yeah.
And of course, with events, I know that most people hate networking events. Yeah. But I guess the events are very important because that's how you meet people, that's how you expand your network. But I would say two things. First of all, if you're early in your career and you don't want to go to an event, I get cold feet every time. Just make yourself. I remember being really tired after work.
Yeah.
I really wanted to go home and go to sleep, not do 2 hours of active talking, small talking, or whatever. You never know what's going to happen. But I would just make myself, because there is a goal. This is what I want to achieve. I want to increase my rate. I work on different projects. I want to maybe change my current project. Many things. I want to get exposure. I want to learn things. I want to work with specific people and to know that they work in that company. You just make yourself. Nobody is going to do that for you.
Yeah.
So that's first. I mean, sorry, that's the hard truth. And another thing is that there are so many low entry level, let's say, events, for example, events like in London, Learning Experience Design Meetup, or the eLearning Network events that are all over the UK, where it's not intimidating. It's not pure small talk. You can actually have actual conversations with people. Everybody is on the same page. Nobody's selling to you. It's just a very lovely experience in general that you can get involved as much as you want or not at all. So it's not like this crazy 100 people networking event where the room is buzzing and people are talking about things that you don't care about. It's like, there are groups. You can just listen to what to the conversations happening. Just do it at your pace, and it's gonna work out.
I guess it's similar to what you were saying about the imposter syndrome. Like, everyone that's going to the events is nervous themselves. They are also anticipating, like, I don't know what I'm going to say and who am I going to meet, and all this kind of stuff goes through their head, but they show up. So just think of them in the same kind of shoes as you.
Exactly.